Just loosen up the soil around it. Whoops! And not do that. Hello, welcome back to my channel and my garden. Today we are going to be harvesting my ginger. Contrary to popular belief, ginger is not a root. A lot of people think it's a root, but what it is it's actually a rhizome. The part that you eat is the stem of the plant, and it grows subterraneously, which is a fancy word for meaning under the soil, and it grows out sideways like this. So when you plant your ginger, you're going to want to make sure that you have a wide pot, something maybe like rectangular in shape, or you have enough space in your garden where it's going to be expanding sideways. Okay, as luck would have it, it's starting to rain, so we've moved under the patio, but I actually kind of like this angle better because you can see me and the whole plant, so that's exciting. To reach full maturity, ginger needs about 8 to 10 months. Our growing season is not that long in Chicago, but that does not mean that you cannot grow ginger, okay? When you harvest it, it's just gonna be young. The flavor is gonna be a little bit milder, maybe a little less on the spicy side. And that dark brown skin that's usually around ginger, you'll see when I get it out of the pot here, it's not gonna be there. The ginger is going to be a pale yellow, the skin is going to be a lot thinner, okay? So it's still gonna be delicious, it's still gonna be tasty, it's just not going to reach full maturity unless you wanna try to bring it inside, which I just cannot manage that. I have enough plants inside, so I never do that. This has been in the pots 6-7 months, so it's close to being on the full maturity side, it's just not all the way there. So as you can see, the leaves are kind of crusty, they're starting to die back. This is a sign that it's time to get your ginger out of the pot. Ideally, you also want to harvest it when the soil is dry. My soil is super wet because it rained yesterday and I forgot to drag the plant underneath the patio. So, you know, here we are. Now, because this is a rhizome, you want to be really gentle with a shovel if you're going to go in there with a shovel. It's not going to grow very deep, like I said, it's going to grow horizontally and sideways. So you're going to look and you just kind of want to dig in and loosen the soil up, okay? You want to be very, very careful and very gentle because you don't want to damage that rhizome. This is why this is easier when your soil is dry, because you don't have to kind of, you know, dig into the wet soil where it's compact. It's just a little looser and then you can just pull it straight out. And you're just going to work it until you kind of dig in there. I'm going to start to see it, and then I'm just going to get in there, and I'm going to try. Okay, we're going to pull until it comes out of the pot, and as you can see here, get this in focus. It doesn't have that thick brown skin. It's a little bit thinner. It actually doesn't have much of skin at all. There's a little bit on this one, but when we take it inside and we get it all cleaned off, I'll show you how I store this and how I use it. But yeah, this is ginger, so here it is. All right, I'm switching to the gloves. I always find that, you know, I have tons of different gardening tools, and I just find at the end of the day that my hands are the best. So I'm just gonna kind of dig around down here, get as much of the dirt off as I can, and you'll see some dirt in between. And we'll take this over to the hose. We'll hit it with the hose in a little bit, but here you go. Here's your ginger. Okay. I went and I dumped a little bit of the soil out into the garden bed so that I could work with this a little bit more. It looks like there's a couple that are deep down here. They're usually not this deep, so that's kind of interesting, but I think this might be one of the last ones. Ooh, this guy looks really, really good. So this is a pretty mature ginger. This is probably the one, this is probably the start. If I had to take a guess, this is probably what I planted, which started everything, because this looks like it is just about at full maturity. All right, let's see what else we can find in here. Isn't this fun? It's like treasure hunting. Okay, now that I have my ginger all harvested out of the pot, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim the top parts of it. So this is the part that we're gonna be eating, and this part I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a trim like this. And then I'm gonna take these over to the other side of my yard, hit them with the hose and get them rinsed off. These will be headed for my compost. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel our ginger, we're gonna get it ready to be frozen. And the easiest way to do that is by using a spoon, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a spoon, hold it in your hand, you're gonna put your thumb on the back of it like this, and then you're just very gently going to scrape down until the skin comes off. And it should come off very, very easily. And this way you're not taking off a whole bunch of the actual ginger, you're just getting that ginger skin off. And you're just gonna work right around. You can get it in those wedges. You can get kind of in those wedges. There's a little bit of dirt stuck in there. Don't worry about it, you can rinse that later, no problem. And you're just gonna do this until all of your ginger is clean. Okay, so my ginger's all cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and just place them on this cookie sheet and pop them in the freezer. Freezing them on a cookie sheet like this will also help keep them from sticking together once they're frozen. So once your ginger is completely frozen, just pop into an airtight bag, store it in your freezer, and it'll keep in there for 1 year, if not more. So that's everything you need to know about harvesting and storing ginger. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share this video with anyone that you think would enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.